Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere.
For over a century, the small and quiet town of Graham, North Carolina, hides a dark past.
And over the years, it was sort of like a hushed history.
Wyatt Outlaw was elected as the town of Graham, North Carolina's first African American constable and town commissioner. Outlaw was lynched by the Ku Klux Klan on February 26, 1870.
Let it shine.
It's a sour moment in history that North Carolinians don't know about, especially for Outlaw's great-great-grandson, Dr. Samuel Merritt. Dr. Merritt says the lynching was a generational family secret. He spent several years learning about the type of man Outlaw was and what happened to him.
And none of this was discussed in our midst of growing up as a part of history. If you had asked me something about this topic 25 years ago, I couldn't have told you squat about it because it was never discussed.
Wyatt Outlaw not only held a public seat for the town, but he was a pillar in the community he served. He was a woodworker, he repaired wagons, built coffins. He also participated in social justice activities by encouraging black men to vote, and even contributed to building African Methodist Episcopal, the first black church in Alamance County, among many other things.
His personality was very outgoing, and he was a people type of person, and he was a person that stood for good.
But Outlaw met a gruesome demise while in public office. In Graham, the KKK rode through the town streets on horseback. Outlaw and another black constable, Henry Holton, ordered the KKK to disperse and get off the street. This angered the group.
They went out and, told those people that they had to go home. they had to get off the streets. So Graham, that was the last thing that happened before he was killed.
Enraged at the fact that a black man policed them, a group of unidentified Klansmen from other areas rode into town at night, dragged Outlaw from his home, and hung him from an elm tree in Graham's courthouse square. Historians say a threatening note was pinned to Wyatt's chest, saying, quote, "Beware ye guilty both black and white," end quote.
They wanted that to be a symbolic thing to frighten, to scare, to thwart any other efforts along those lines that Wyatt had pursued.
Dr. Carol Troxler is a professor at Elon University and also a member of the Alamance County Community Memorial Coalition. She's done extensive research on Outlaw's lynching. She says the next morning, Outlaw's body was taken down from the tree and placed inside the courthouse.
He had been abused. His mouth had been knifed, and somebody had a cigar in his mouth. And so I just feel sure that there's some people who got him down and got him in the courthouse and probably cleaned him up and made him look presentable. And his mother went in to see him. She said she did.
No one knows for sure what became of Outlaw's remains or the details of his burial.
But I don't know where he is buried. And we talk about him and not even a commemoration of any sorts, and then to have played this part in history and have paid the ultimate price for what he did. That's the part that, makes my heart sink a little bit.
Dr. Troxler says after some digging, she has a few places in mind.
There are several places that theoretically could be his burial site. I have there are three that I think of, but I have no evidence of either of them. It's just that, knowing the situation and knowing who's who and where they are and what the weather was.
Guilford County Judge Albion Turgey convicted over 60 Klansmen for the killing of Wyatt Outlaw. Judge Turgey received death threats for convicting the men and was also chased out of the area. Around that time, a law was passed giving amnesty to anyone who committed a crime, including groups like the KKK. Because of the new amnesty law and the impeachment of North Carolina's Governor William Holden, charges against the Klan were dropped by the state. Today, a law firm sits at the location of the lynching. The Alamance County Community Memorial Coalition and other community members come together every February to honor Wyatt Outlaw at a vigil outside the town's old courthouse. It's right across the street of the lynching site. The coalition collects soil from the site. Right now, the coalition is also working with the Equal Justice Initiative to place a historical marker there. The Equal Justice Initiative is well known for honoring lynching victims and places markers and collects soil at the sites of those recorded lynchings.